Hello, Central Catholic. Today is Wednesday, December 8th, and today we have a very special guest with us, Angelino Kacmar. He is the leader of the Eagle Scout Project. So, I'd like to know a little bit about this too. So please give us some background about what exactly the Eagle Scout Project is.
Absolutely. An Eagle Scout project is a project that determines a scout's ability to show leadership in their trade or whatever they're doing. And it's just something that shows off what a scout has learned over the years through their scouting experience, and that they can basically use to show what they've done.
That's really cool. So, explain to us, specifically the Eagle Scout project that you did at the school.
So my Eagle Scout project was the renovation of the counseling room up on the 4th floor. And my goal for the project itself was to make a room that was an environment for incoming freshmen to Central to be able to find a place that they could find peace, to speak with the counselor, to get any help that they need, and to be able to talk to someone.
That's a really good idea, honestly. And I'd like to ask, what exactly inspired you to do a project like that?
So my inspiration for the project was all over the place, because at the time that I was coming up with the idea for the project, I had many ideas for what I could do. I had a lot of different people come up to me with different stuff that they needed, but I wanted to do something individualized that I knew could help the community. And I know that a lot of people don't have the opportunity to be able to get professional help, or don't really have someone to talk to at home, and they end up turning to things like drugs or alcohol or other things that aren't going to be able to help them in the long run.
Yeah.
And I wanted to provide an option specifically for those, because I know people closest to me who have struggled, for those people to be able to go get help if they needed to. And something that specifically for us as freshmen going into school, having that ability to be able to go find someone to get help, I think it'll help a lot in the long run.
Wow, yeah, that's really good. Helping with students' mental health here, it's definitely really important. So I'd like to ask you, what are some challenges that you faced when creating this Eagle Scout project?
Absolutely. So there were 3 major challenges that I faced during the project. The first one was COVID. With COVID and all the restrictions, it was really difficult to plan everything out, because whether it was fundraising for money, or whether it was fundraising for materials, or going to different places, a lot of stuff was closed down.
Yeah.
So it was really difficult to find a specific time or something that was availability that was prepared for us to be able to use or to get help from. So that was the first thing. And the second thing was my ACL tear. Since that was literally at the height of whenever I was working, it was difficult for me to go all the way up the steps and up and down and carrying materials and everything. And then the final thing was the difficulty that I had with people.
Yeah.
I was expecting, whenever I started my project, to get a lot of support, to get a lot of people that were willing to help me. But what ended up happening was that a lot of people who promised that they would help ended up not helping. So whether that was businesses or specific people that were supposed to help with materials, I ended up having a couple people that completely flaked.
Yeah.
And I wasn't able to get anything, so I had to start from scratch on certain ideas.
Wow. Yeah, it's definitely a lot of hardships. And of course, with a project like this, there's ups and downs. We've been through the downs. So tell us some of the greatest rewards that you got out of making this.
Absolutely. For one, I got to meet with a lot of people that were in charge of different organizations, and a lot of people that were very helpful, whether that was a flooring company that we worked with.
Yeah.
And other, actually, Eagle Scouts that had been working through their own Eagle projects that are now successful in their own businesses. Many people were able to help out. And it was nice to see the community come together in that certain aspect to be able to work with me to help me get everything that I needed. And from a leadership perspective, working with adults face to face, it was a new experience for me. Since as a student, I'm used to working with adults who are helping me. And as someone who is asking for help from their own perspective, it was new.
Wow, awesome. And final question, how do you think making this project will help not only you, but others in the future and come along?
So I'm very grateful for Central allowing me to do this project here on campus, but I truly hope that my goal for the project itself, if I could just help one person who needs help, or if I could get one person to get that rest that they need to be able to keep pushing on, or to keep, not feeling helpless. That would be my goal. I would want to be able to say that I was able to do something that I wish that I had when I was a freshman.
That's awesome. Well, I'd like to thank you so much for coming on the show today and giving us a preview of what you've been doing. It's really great what you're doing out here, and we really appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. So thank you guys for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.